We want to look at how we can use the SPSS to calculate for correlation between variables. And we have already discussed extensively the theory behind correlation analysis. So, assuming that we want to look at the correlation between supplier integration 1 and operational performance 1. So the variables that we are interested in are integration 1 and then operational performance OP1. So we just go to analyze as usual. You go to analyze. You go to analyze. Have you seen it is there? Then from the analyze, you go to correlate. Have you seen? Okay. Then you select bivariate. Select bivariate. Then in the variable, you just display the variable names. Right click to display the variable names as we have been doing. Then we are looking at the relationship between what? Supply integration 1 and then operational performance. So you select those two variables, OP1 and then we put them there. Now if you come here, at the correlation coefficient, you see it is stick to what? PSN, that is the default. And that is the parametric one, okay? Okay. But we also have other approaches. And then we mentioned the Kendall's tab and then the Spearman rank. So maybe we are interested in the Pearson and that of the Spearman's rank order. Now, at the test of significance, it is very, very important that you come and check this. Whether you are testing the correlation at 1 till or 2 till. When your objective or hypothesis is directional, then you use 1 till. But when your objective or the hypothesis is not directional, then you use 2 till. Directional means that maybe the literature that you have reviewed shows that, there's a positive relationship between supply integration 1 and operational performance 1. So it's directional, it's skewed, right? Towards a particular direction. If that is the case, then you take what? 1 till. But if you want to just examine the relationship, which you don't know whether it is a positive or negative, or whether it is a strong, weak, or whatever relationship, then you come and take what? The 2 till. So we select the 2 till as it has been displayed. Then we just click on OK. Just click on OK. And the output is there. And the output will be there. So you can copy the output and place it on a web file. On a web file. Okay. So controlling. Synchronize. So have you seen the results now? So in the results, we said that we want to look at the relationship between we synchronize business activities with those of key suppliers, which is the supply integration 1. The operational performance 1 is what? Quick response to changes in what? Demand. So we want to look at how they relate, that's all. Without thinking that one is causing changes in the other. Okay. They want to look at the relationship. So if you look at the correlation between an item and itself is always what?
1. Perfect.
1. That's why you see it here. Have you seen?
Okay, 1. 1.00.
So it's between this and what? And this. Have you seen?
Yes.
Okay, so the same. That's why it's perfect. But you can examine it from this one. That's against what? This.
0.142.
0.142. So the correlation is what? Positive. Is that not it?
Yes.
Positive. But you have to come and check the range, whether it is small, moderate, or small, medium, or large relationship.
So 1.42.
So we look at this one, and based on this classification, what do we say?
So it will be small.
So there's a positive small relationship between the two, between synchronizing activities with suppliers and also adjusting changes in demand, quick response to change in demand. That's all. Now that we have seen that it is positive and small, the last bit of it is to come and check whether it is significant or not significant. And to get a significant result, your P value, which is measured by the SIG, as you can see here, the P value, the P value, which is measured by what? The SIG, should be, we set it at that level. We have confidence interval as 95%, and therefore the significant level is what? 5%. So if you score in between the 5% or equal to 5%, then it's okay. But if it is more than that, then it is what? Not significant. Quickly, let's have a look at this. Maybe you think that your confidence interval is equal to what? 95%. So how many percentage of allowable errors are we likely to make?
5.
Margin of error, right?
5. 5%.
And therefore, to get results, any significant results, we must make sure that when we sum our confidence interval and the margin of error, it should give us 100 or less. And see that we don't make any mistake at all, or we make mistakes, but small mistake, which should be more than 5%. So now, as soon as the mistake is above 5%, then your results is by chance. That's why we say it is not significant. So when we say your results is not significant, it doesn't mean that it is not good. You got that result by what? Chance. And when you get result by chance, can you really rely on it to make decisions?
No.
That's why we say otherwise. So to get a significant result, your P value, which is represented by the SIG, should be equal to 0.05 or less. So let's observe our SIG value. What did we get as
0.26?
So
0.026.
Is it within the allowable range of error?
It's within. Less than 0.05.
So we see that the result is what? Significant. It means that we didn't get it by chance. It is scientifically supported by data. By the data that we have collected. That's all. And therefore we can emphatically say that the more businesses synchronize the activities with suppliers, the more they are able to also quickly respond to changes in what demand. And the other way around. Okay. So it is small. So you don't say higher.
Okay.
So low level of increment. Low level of increment in the synchronization of business activities with suppliers is associated with what? Low level of quick response in demand. You understand what I'm trying to say? Because if it is small, so small, you can also even use the same words. Okay. Like small level of the synchronization of business activities is associated with what?
The small level of quick response.
Yeah.
Of response changes in demand.
Yeah. It is such that if this one increases by that small margin, this one is also what? Increasing by that margin because it is positive relationship.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's positive relationship.
So you have to go on to explain it for them to really I appreciate that. You know what you're talking about.
Okay.
So if this one increases by that small margin, this one also increases by that small margin. However, we don't conclude that changes in one is caused by changes in the other. That's all. So we have competed for two variables, but you can also compete for more than what? Two variables. Okay. So now let's illustrate that one, where we look at all the aspects of supplier integration as against a quick response. Let's see. You understand?
So we're looking at all aspects of supply integration.
Yeah. Their relationship with the quick response.
With all other aspects of all with quick response.
Yeah, all of them. We want to look at how they all relate to quick response.
Okay.
So we are. It means that we are going to select supply integration 1 to what? 8. Then we map them against OP1. Is that what it is? So going by that, we can go here, analyze, then you go to correlate and click on your bivariate. Okay. So this is already selected, but to make it easier so that the table we can easily read, it is better we select the dependent variable first. Okay. That is the OP1. OP1. Select the OP1 first before you come and select all the indicators of supply integration, and you just drop them. And as usual, we are two-tailed because we are not insinuating the directional relationship between the two, and then we click on OK. Now copy this one and put it on the wall, on the red tab, sorry. So you can change the layout. Okay, I've changed it already to landscape because the table is very large. So this is the correlation between the two, okay? We have two types of the correlation. I didn't check. The first one is what? The Spearman rank order, okay? Look at it. The same interpretation is given as the Pearson correlation. The same interpretation is given as the Pearson correlation. So the one that I copied is the Spearman rank order. The Pearson correlation is also there. So I could have also copied that one and put it there. But once we have this one, then we use the same interpretation, okay? Okay. So one thing you have to understand is that it's a matrix. It's a matrix. Okay. So this quick response to design, what is the name for it? It's the same as OP1, right?
Yeah, OP1.
So we can put there what? OP1. The same thing. So we can just edit the table and make it look nice, okay? So OP1. Okay. So we synchronize business activities. It's the same as what? Supply integration 1. 4, 5, 6. It's the same as supply integration 1. Is that not it? Okay. So we constantly explore new ways, assuming it is supply chain integration what? 2. The next one will be supply chain integration 3. Is that not it? I'm not cross-checking if it is exactly that, but I'm...
So make a line and look at it all.
So that the table will become easier. Supply chain integration 4. Supply chain integration 4. Integration 5. So this is the final effect correlation table. So you see, there's this 111 in the middle, right? Look at the diagonal kind of thing.
Yeah.
Signaling that there's just two sides of the same brain. So to help you to clearly see it, you can delete all figures that are beyond the 1. Okay, so you can delete these figures because they are beyond the 1. You can delete these ones because they are also beyond the 1. The diagonal one at the middle. You can also delete this one. Are you seeing what I'm saying? This way. This way. This way. So this is the final model that we have. Okay. So correlation of item and itself is always 1. Is that what it is? Okay. Let's look at the correlation between. That is what we saw in the first one, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
142.
Yeah. And it was significant. Look at the sequel here. Let's look at the third one and see.
Okay.
So the third one is the correlation is what? The correlation is 0.266. 0.266. The sig value is what? 0.00. 0.00. So what do we conclude? How do you interpret this one?
Yeah. I see.
Let me look at the H2 well and we certainly explore there. Now there's a negative correlation.
Okay, it's a negative.
Negative correlation between the S supply chain integration 2 and then operational performance 1. And then by this, it's a significant correlation.
It's a significant correlation. So how do you classify the size of the negative relationship?
The size, let me see, is post negative point.
So how do you reconcile that one with this case?
So it is a small correlation.
Yeah, it's a small
Negative correlation.
small negative correlation, which is also serious. So that's all. So if this one is negative, if this one is reducing by a small margin, this one is also what?
Reducing by others.
If this one is reducing by a small margin, this one is what? Increasing by a small margin, that's all. So that is the difference.
The one is reducing.
So that is the interpretation of the correlation result that we just got.